7:30 a.m. We're in East London. You may not have seen me kind of do too much in-person stuff with clients, and that's basically because I just have one client who I train in person that I work with 3 to 4 times a week. We do track sessions, strength sessions, conditioning sessions, because we're working towards a 1:30 half, which is super exciting. The majority of my coaching is done on an online basis, simply because of like time management. I do really enjoy it, and I think the ability that Revive gives me as well, doing in-person stuff, kind of solves that lack of in-person coaching that I just don't have the time to be able to give to everyone. So I think that's a massive benefit of being able to do like a conditioning club with Revive. You kind of almost get it out of you. Customer, a Russian guy who found it on a Telegram account on test flight, which basically you have to be in beta, you have to have a test flight account, which is like when you test apps in beta stages. And we had this random Russian account which looked like we were about to get cyber attacked, but apparently he just loves CrossFit, and
get involved.
he's our first customer. So whoever you are, I can't pronounce your name, good to have you on board. Just arrived in Old Street and going for a little Waggers with Finn, because after that we're going for, it's called like a Floathub. It's kind of like what you see in Stranger Things where 11 is like floating around. It's like sensory deprivation and you just float for an hour. So I'm super intrigued about what this is going to be like, and just finished meeting with Ben as well with ARC. I think, obviously speaking about it just then with you, the whole ethos of what we're trying to do here is like bring hybrid training, a new level of hybrid training to a kind of everyday athlete, essentially. And that's not only just for men, but for women as well. So a lot of the focus as well is trying to use features like tracking period cycle, menstrual cycle within it, as well as your just like standard workout tracking and optimization and programming. So that was really good, but there's a lot of work to be done, and Ben is obviously the guy that kind of puts it together and makes it happen. I just make the pretty designs. So he's working on that, and we're really looking at this point like who do we want to work with in terms of ambassadors in the future, because we basically want to build a team around it that is going to be the best, strongest team available online, but also we want to have them as a big part of the development. And if we have anything that we want to improve, feedback to them. So it's not just like an ambassador, it's more of like an athlete that's partnered with ARC. But yeah, let's go grab some food. I'm starving.
We're in the flotation room, and it's my first time doing this. I'm really intrigued. I've heard it's incredible. So we're doing an hour in here. First I have a shower, hop into it, and it's basically full of salt water, so you float, and it's completely quiet, and you like go into some sort of trance. I don't know. Let's see. I gotta say, it was weird. Like the water is matched perfectly to your body temperature, so you can't really tell if you're in the water or out of the water, but it still feels like you're floating, and it's almost, the part of me was like able to relax. Then I'd get like stressed, that I feel like I was gonna like drown if I fell asleep. Then I'd like get into a phase where I could just like listen to my breathing and my heart rate. But I found that quite difficult. It felt like trying to meditate, and I'm not incredibly good at meditation either, so I enjoyed it, but it was hard, and it felt like it went really quickly, which I think is a good thing.
So on Sunday, I have the Great North Run. In normal circumstances, I'd be absolutely buzzing for it. However, on Sunday, 2 days ago, I pulled my hamstring, which is just so stupid. Like, why of all times it happened a week before a race? But we can wallow in it and nothing will change. So we're resting and stretching and taking it gently, which is why I haven't been on a run today or yesterday. Hopefully I'll be able to get a nice little shakeout before the race. Otherwise it's going to be a very, very slow jog. In the meantime, when things aren't going your way, you can either, as I said, wallow in that or focus on your controllables. One of my controllables, I can still work, I can still train upper body, I still go to the gym. It's just not an ideal situation, and we've got to live with that. So with work at the moment, the kind of main focus of where I spend my time are in a few different ways. The first pillar being social media, writing my own scripts for my own videos, editing, doing what I love. Like, I love creating videos. I'm working with really cool brands that I love to help make that possible, and do kind of cool things with, and do a bit of traveling as well with that. The second pillar is with Revive. And Revive is a company that I started back in November. The idea of Revive was to create a community, and whether that was 30 people or 50 people. We're now at a community of 1,000 members on WhatsApp. We're going to be moving over to Click shortly. Click is like a community app that is focused on hybrid training, hybrid conditioning, training for events like High Rocks or Athletic, all these kind of things. Lots of conditioning, bit of running, that kind of thing. And it eventually turned into, as I said, 1,000 members where we are now, which is mad, in like 8 months, which is super overwhelming sometimes. And we're now at 2 different gyms twice a week, 3 sessions. The goal really for that is to expand across a multitude of gyms across the entire week, be able to offer conditioning classes, not just on a Thursday and Saturday, but every single day, and all over London, hopefully expand into kind of other cities like Manchester. But then on a side note, still within Revive, we have the performance coaching, and founded that side of things with a guy called Sam. Sam is obviously, you might have seen him before, but Sam is an integral part of the team, head coach, and a very good mate of mine. We do a lot of things together, challenges, content, obviously, work as well. So it's great to have him as part of the team, and we're basically going to be rebranding and relaunching that this week. So if you are interested in performance coaching, whether it's running, whether it's strength, whether it's conditioning, we're here to kind of make that melange, that kind of difficult hybrid aspect possible. So if you are interested, I'll put a link in the description somewhere. And then the third aspect is ARC, and ARC is something that I've obviously mentioned today with this video, and I've grown more and more passionate about it the further we've come through it. And I often spend most of my nights looking at my computer screen and looking at the designs which I've made, the progress that we've made within the app. So today, Ben is so good. He basically has just made a whole new app in one day, making it a new theme color. So we originally would kind of like dark theme. He's made it light theme. So we're able to kind of cater to people that need a high degree of readability and also just personal preference. I prefer a lighter app. Dark looks kind of more premium and aesthetic, but I think for readability and just like general use, having a lighter app always looks good. And we're at the stage now where we're working with potential athletes to bring on board as part of the process and building out what the community is going to look like, and with the kind of weekly roundups what that's going to look like. But Sam and I built the designs centric around what we wanted when it comes to training. So many apps are so cut and paste with the way that they do programming, and it's just crap. Either the UI and the UX is crap, or the workouts themselves are crap, or the way that you input it is shit. Everything about strength work and running and conditioning is difficult to track. So we've tried to basically make one app that can do all of those things in the most concise and easy to understand way possible. That is no mean feat. We've spent months and months and months of development to try and do that. And hopefully with the likes of yourself, if you are interested in being a beta tester of the app, obviously please just DM me. Would love to have your opinions, any feedback that you have, and have you as part of the journey. It's not going to be a short journey, but I'm really excited to see what is going to happen, because I think it's going to be absolutely huge. And I think that the market case for it is massive, especially with the rise in more functional training and high rocks. I think the avenue of success is kind of where we're trying to align ourselves. Not to say that it's going to be easy. It most certainly won't be, but we're going to fucking make it happen.